Question everything, but the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, yeah, there's a lot going on with Puffy, that's for sure. You know, in the industry when it comes to Hollywood. But we don't want to get sidetracked by that, you know, because at the end of the day, that's just the deep state, the Illuminati, the Freemasons doing what they do. But we got to keep doing what we do as Aboriginal Negroes of America. Why? Because at the end of the day, we're still playing this monopoly game, and our forefathers, ancestors, and grandparents then gave us a blueprint and a platform to be able to deal with. And what is that? Justice. Getting what's owed to us legally because it's owed to us legally. And we can't turn away from that. We can't drop the ball on that. Because we drop the ball on reparations, then we dropping the ball on our grandbabies and our children. Because they the ones that's going to be faced with being on a monopoly game, not owning no property at all, and all other nations are owning all the property. Where now they just a perpetual consumer who's running out of money and running out of time. And we can't allow that because it's our generation, it's our future. So we got to stay on board, continue to push forward, keep 10 toes down, boots on ground, and advocating for what is right for us, unapologetically. Because that's what it is. Because if this system that took all our wealth from us, with a history of taking all our wealth from us, don't give us justice, then why are we playing the game? Why are we coming out to the polls? Why are we trying to play the game of voting when they ain't trying to do anything for us? The Democratic Party done showed us in the last 150 years that they ain't about helping our people from nowhere. The more we vote for them, the more we see ourselves in ghetto slums and hoods. Our communities didn't get this way by accident. Our communities are this way because of what's been going on in the United States. That's just a reality. Something that we all too know and been hearing all our whole lives. And in turn, the colonizers know all about it. They're the orchestrators of what's going on. As well as the appointed representatives, the brothers that like to chuck and jive and coon, they know all about it. This is why they're not putting businesses back in our community at all, resources back in our community at all. Oprah and all these people, they can sit up there as wealthy as they're going to be, just like a Diddy was. But they'll never come to our communities to help. Never. Why? Because they are part of that organization of secret oaths that's supposed to stay on the hush. At the same time, being the tethers, the building blocks that block our nation from being able to move forward. No different from the California caucus, Black Caucus. To keep us in ghetto slums and hoods. That's why they're appointed to be in the office that they are in. Appointed to have the platforms that they are on. And we got to acknowledge that so that we can deal with them, to be able to get around them, to get to the source of why we're not getting resources allocated to our community. Why we haven't got reparations yet. Why we haven't got a bill passed for protection against hate crimes yet, even though we number one on the federal census when it comes to being hated in this country. See, these are things that we got to stay focused on because it's greater than us. It's our babies. It's our babies that's that threat when it comes to mass incarceration, private prisons, super maximum prisons that they're building right now as we speak. Because of people that don't have no resources, or people that can't feed their own people, or people that can't hire and employ their own people, is a people that can get locked up in numbers that is overwhelming on a level of what we are locked up as today, greater than any other nation in the world. That's not by accident. That's the capitalization on knowing that they know we don't have resources coming to our community, so how are we going to survive? How are we going to feed ourselves? Knowing that they done destroyed all our businesses and got rid of all our businesses and property ownership as well as farms, how are we going to feed ourselves? How are we going to take care of our own nation? How can we employ our own nation? We can't. And because of it, this is what fuels mass incarceration. This is what fuels the chaos in our communities. It's not by accident. This is orchestrated over time. It takes time to walk you into this type of destruction. And because of it, now we're here. And now this destruction is playing out past us in generational poverty and going into our children and grandchildren. But we can stop that by sticking together, unifying together, and staying on code with what is most important. And what is that? Reparation, meaning money and land owed back to our people. Because enslavement was based off of resources and money and wealth. That's all. Picking cotton, tobacco, and all the things that we had to do and building this country up in their likeness after destroying it in our likeness. That was all about money. And in turn, they got buku generational wealth. And in our turn, we got buku generational poverty. And it's time to deal with that. There's no more backdooring, allowing them to backdoor in order to push down the realities of the truth. And that is this criminal reality of crimes against humanity done to our bloodlines when it comes to this generational wealth that their people is sitting on still to this day and spending this money in 2024. The crimes of what has happened to our people is still being done as we speak. And we need to hold them accountable for it in order for us to compete on this game of the Monopoly board, of playing Monopoly. Because you cannot win Monopoly or even be a front runner-up or contestant if you don't have no type of ability to feed yourself or have property for your own. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it.